aircraft? Well, we have made a model of the aircraft in cardboard. One way to test it, right? You can figure out what it feels like to have somebody breathing in your face, right? Lying down next to you. Well, the main thing is that when you have a failure mode that you identify, then it's a building block that on top of which you can make other decisions. It's a very important thing to figure out whether it will work or not, right? This is a defibrillator where the whole thing was, the interaction of it was figured out with this level of fidelity, and we realized a very important thing, which is a person could be dying, but at least in America, where it's such a litigious country, people are worried to intervene because, hey, I might get sued, I might do something wrong and I might get sued. So a person will actually let somebody die rather than take on the responsibility of doing something wrong. And so we realized that this thing needed to be something where people felt confident that it would be not their fault. We just have to follow the instructions. And we also realized that people like instructions in sets of 3. So we had 3 steps. One of them was a dummy step. It meant nothing, but it gave people the confidence that, yeah, I'm doing my bit. Now this model, whatever that this resulted in, is actually in every aircraft in the world. It is the default. This is on a screen. You can actually have smoke and mirrors and design some piece of equipment that you don't need to have 2 years worth of engineering work to do. If you have let's say that you have a new system that allows people to do transaction in a new way, or sell insurance in a new way, or what have you, you can actually mock that up really quickly. Storyboards are very useful in showing time-based things. This is where prototypes are getting tested. So somebody is putting a prototype in the user's hand, and the interaction is telling them a whole lot. Sometimes with toys and so on, we have essentially got a whole lot of kids together, put it in their hands, and we see. So here's the summary. Fail often early. Prototyping is a way of thinking. Ask questions and develop solutions simultaneously. So rough, rapid, right. Rough materials, crude is okay. Rapid is you're going really fast and you're making a prototype in a matter of minutes. Right is it's asking a question. If you're proposing something, you can test it for that question, and it's the right level of fidelity to ask the question. So right now you're going to be making prototypes. It's only going to be in the level of fidelity necessary to capture the large gesture. You don't need to detail everything up. That's a different kind of prototype, right? So expand on the space of what it can be. A lot of it can be prototyped. In very, very complex systems, you have to prototype parts of it, because very large systems can't be prototyped in the entirety. You have to break it down. This question is always something you have to ask. Instead of saying, is it refined enough, you essentially have to say that it's only as refined as it needs to be. It can be crude, right? You have to be very resourceful about whatever you can lay your hands on is fine to do prototypes with, and this thing of rough. Okay? So what you're going to do is take wherever you were in your thinking, but now drive towards coming up with a product or service, and you're going to use the materials that are on your desk. There's colored paper, there's tape, and so on. You use any means that you can think of, but depict your product or service in a way that when you present it comes to life. The other people should know what the experience of using your product. So if I'm a community member and I'm a rural person and you're trying to get me to be entrepreneur, whatever your product is, I need to understand what it means to me, right? So that's what you're going to do. You're going to work really quickly and explore through the act of making. Okay? you.